Hi and welcome back. Here I'm going to show you what I do in the studio and how I work and how I'm set up. So basically two screens. As you can see, these are two 34-inch curved monitors which go like this, which go like that. So when I'm sitting in the middle here, that is closer to me because it's a curve like this. You can't see it that well on the screen here, but it's not, I'm not like looking over here like this to see stuff. It's pretty good the way it's set up. I like, this is one of my best investments because having everything on the two screens all at once, plugins just come up here, and it's really practical. And then I've got my obviously I've got my this is my 70s thing, which the batteries are running out already, which are obviously very important for the atmosphere. Over here I've got my old hard drives from the Mac Pro 2010 5 one, which I maxed out, which was really going good. And then it kind of, I burnt the I had a couple of power cuts because I hadn't bought a power supply like an idiot. I didn't have one, and I had 3 power cuts in about 4 days, and it completely fucked the computer. It burnt out the motherboard, so that was it. So I got this over here. That is the most important investment, actually. The screen's secondary, but this is the most important investment here. That is a Mac Studio M1 Max, second-hand, refurbished, and it's got 32 gig of memory, and it's got 512 gig of hard drives. Now I don't need any more because I've got about 200 gigs installed on there of programs and plugins and stuff. All my libraries are on second hard drives here, secondary hard drives. I've got 3 here, which are SSDs as well. And then I've got an SSD here and an old one here, which I back up to. And then obviously I've got the Nectar Panorama CS12 that I've got all my shortcuts mapped out to the markers here. And that's really practical for when I want to go, when I'm working. And obviously the transport and all the plugin controls is fantastic. I mean, it's really has sped up my my workflow a lot. So then I've got the SSL 2 Plus sound card here. This is just a monitor. This is a control for my speakers. So I've got the Focal Alpha 80s over there. Got great bass response down to 30, and you can really hear the bass on them really good. So I've got Tannoy Actives, my old Tannoy Actives, they're kind of like NS10s. They're very flat, pretty good. So I've just got and then I've got this here, which is really good. This is a little box here. If you can see this. This is a great little box I bought for about 30 euros on the internet on Amazon. And that I can just plug in my old hard drives, and I can just read them straight onto the, anything I've got on there from back in the day, and backups and stuff like that. And they're still working good. So I mean, I can just back up to that. And then I've got a mouse, of course, Magic Mouse, and I've got a keyboard down here. Hold on. This is a weighted keyboard, which is an an old M Audio weighted keyboard, which is really nice to play. It feels like you're playing a Rhodes. And I've got another one here, which is. And I used to have a keyboard here, but I just got junk there instead, and a serious coffee machine just behind you. So yeah, this is my kind of nice little setup. I've got, obviously here the microphone is a AKG C14B. That's a great little sort of all-rounder. I can do guitars and vocals on that. And then I've got like this setup here for filming tutorials and stuff. Printer down the bottom, and so this is the setup, the screens and everything. Logic, obviously, and I use, for anyone who wants to know about how I get those colours, is LPX Colorizer, which is, for me, I love it. It just gives me that Pro Tools feel that I used to like, where I had all the colours and everything was just like really easy to find. Like green is keyboards, yellows are guitars, pinks are vocals, brown is the drums. So it's really, and the bass is blue. So everything, that's my setup all the time for the last 10 years, colour wise. So I know exactly where I am in the session. But this is so this is my setup. I've got a little keyboard here as well for when I travel, and I've got a laptop as well, which is a MacBook, Intel MacBook from 2015 that I've installed Open Core Legacy on, and which works really well. I haven't updated it to the latest Sonoma. I'm on Sonoma 14.1, and I've got the 10.8 on there, and I think I'll leave that because I don't use Logic on it much because it's not powerful enough. It's an old it's got 2 cores, you know what I mean? It's a 4-core on there, but it's a 2-core processor, and it's okay for the internet and YouTube and stuff like that. That's about it really, and traveling, and I can master on it. It works. If I freeze and I got everything in audio, I can actually run a session. I could probably run this on it if I have everything in, well, that's all in audio now, but you can't use, like, you know, virtual synths and stuff. Oh yeah, headphones. So headphones, here are my Beyerdynamic. These are the DC900 Pro X, which are really comfortable and really nice. Good sound, very kind of flat, got a good top end. You can really hear the top end. If I want to listen to bass, I've got these old Sony, what brand are they? Sony MDR XB300s, which got way too much bass. Now these are pretty cool because these are the great DJ, and these are the Sennheiser Sennheiser HD25 1, 2, whatever it is, and these are really good as well. I used to mix with these, and these are got a bit more bass than these, so I can check out the bass on these, but they are a bit over bassy, so it's kind of hard to mix on them. And I've got used to the bass on those. Although there's quite a lot of bass on this, it's kind of discreet. It's weird. If you get the bass sounding good on this, it'll sound anywhere great. That's the way I work. This will flatter your bass already, so you kind of like don't know if it's in the right place. You can undermix the bass with those. So that's my setup. I don't think I've forgotten anything. That's about it. Yeah. So there you have the setup. I've got a pop screen as well for my microphone. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.